laps into the Toyota Napa Autocare 150. Mike Hawkwood here along with Phil Parsons, and Greg Persley has led every lap. You know, I think you got to give some credit to Jerry Pitts, who came on last year, has really got that team going.
I know Greg Persley gives an awful lot of credit to Jerry Pitts. Gene Price Motorsports, they really do a nice job out here in this series.
Whoa!
Ooh, a little bit of contact now. That's Wes Banks. A lap car runs in the back of Mayhew, so we don't, maybe Mayhew moved him out of the way to get by him. Maybe a little payback there.
There's Justin Philpott in the 54 car, who has gone another lap down.
You know, Jerry Pitts and Greg Persley, that Gene Price team, is talking about going east to run the Richmond K&N Pro Series East Division race here in a couple weeks.
They have got all kinds of confidence. When you've won 3 out of 4 races, you're just feeling good.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? And he's showing it tonight. And obviously, we talked about it a lot. He's playing hurt. Just getting out of the hospital just a few days ago.
That makes what he's done tonight even more incredible. But I still say he's going to have a challenge from Eric Holmes before this is over with.
Good battle for, looks like, the 5th position. Kwasniewski and Eric Schmidt.
And Luis Martinez Jr. in that 6th car, who we heard from in our BioBlast a short while ago.
Caught a glimpse of Jason Fensler. Jason started back in the 15th spot. He's made his way up into the top 10.
Jason Fensler running the car that Augie Vidovich ran at Irwindale last summer, so that's a pretty good car.
They won with that car at Irwindale, Augie did. So it's definitely a good car, and certainly Jason Fensler, a good driver. Just a handful of starts here in the West Series, but always runs well when he's in the car.
It's always interesting. Some guys just don't get a break somewhere. I mean, good drivers, and we've seen it time and time again in different series.
So Greg Persley trying to put a lap on Brett Thompson in the 61. Remember, Brett had a spin early in the race.
Yeah, and there's Jack Sellers going another lap down. I think Eric Holmes is just biding his time, saving that car for later in the race to make that move.
As you mentioned, he's won here 3 times. He knows what it takes to have a race car at the end of the race that he can contend with. A little bit of contact between Persley and Brett Thompson in the 61.
You saw from the flag stand the move over flag, and I guess Brett didn't move over enough then.
Well, he certainly doesn't want to go a lap down. You know, Brett's a good competitor. He's won here in this series. Had that tough break getting spun out on that one restart. So he lost all his track position. Now it's cost him a lap.
Yeah, he's running for the points. So, you know, he's given this everything he's got here tonight. He's run a part-time schedule the past couple of seasons. But this year, every race on the schedule for that blue 61 car.
Right now, Brett Thompson's hoping for a caution flag. He would be in position to get the lucky dog, as long as Greg Persley doesn't put another car lap down before the caution comes out.
Persley now putting even more distance on Eric Holmes.
How about Mayhew now? He's chased down the 20 car of Eric Holmes. We're going to have a battle for second here.
Mayhew, that's the battle for the championship a year ago. The drivers Holmes and Mayhew now battling for second place.
I really like the way that 17 car turns in the center of the corner. You can see him try to turn right under Eric Holmes. Not able to pull up beside him this time. We saw him work the outside to make a pass earlier as well.
Boy, what a great battle going on between these two. Caution is out. Justin Philpott, the 54 car, has spun and come to a stop, and that has brought out another caution.
Get another look of it. Just got a little bit loose trying to get the power down. Ooh, Moses Smith did a terrific job getting by on the inside.
Wow, very close for Moses Smith. Greg Persley still our leader after 95 laps. Eric Holmes running second. David Mayhew third. And Moses hangs on to 4th. Back at Roseville, California, we've got a good race going on, but the pole sitter, Greg Persley, has led every lap. But restarting here alongside Eric Holmes.
See what David Mayhew can do now from the inside. See if he can use that inside groove to get by Eric Holmes. Holmes, spin already. Stan Silva Jr. around. No caution yet.
Yeah, we do not see a yellow flag out as Silva gets refired, goes high, and he's going to get going. I don't think we're going to have a caution. And Greg Persley takes the lead again.
Mayhew now in a side-by-side battle with Moses Smith for the 3rd spot.
And remember, Moses Smith did a great job of avoiding Philpott, who had spun. And and is now still in the top 5. But look at this, side by side all over the place.
Side by side right behind them, a battle for 5th. Jason Fensler, the 59 on the inside. Luis Martinez Jr., the 6 on the outside.
Boy, Fensler is starting to show some strength here tonight. He's got a ways to go to catch some pretty good cars up front.
Moses Smith is going to grab that 3rd spot back from Mayhew.
Well, you know, Moses Smith knows that his car owner, Bill McAnally, promotes this race. They've had a lot of sponsors here tonight, and he really wants to run well.
Always runs well here. Never finished out of the top 10 here.
I got to tell you, this is quite a show here at the All-American Speedway. There's a midway behind us in the grandstands, and they've had all kinds of activities going on there all day long to entertain this crowd. Most of them have been here since early this afternoon.
A full day of entertainment here at Roseville Speedway.
But nobody seems to have anything for Greg Pursley tonight.
Certainly not. Eric Holmes now is falling a couple 3 car lengths behind. See Mayhew trying to track down Moses Smith again for that 3rd spot. Remember, he passed Moses Smith earlier before that last caution. Now he pulls up beside him.
Smith and Mayhew have had a great battle the last few laps. They have another one going here.
Mayhew gives Moses Smith room on the outside.
You got to think that inside line is a little bit of an advantage. But Moses Smith hanging tough.
Ooh, Mayhew able to get down to the throttle just an instant before Moses Smith and squirt it out in front of him.
David Mayhew's a driver, I think, with a lot of talent. A lot of talent.
He's done a nice job in the Camping World Truck Series. A couple times he's come and run over there with the trucks. Greg Pursley as well made a foray into the Truck Series. Started out with a top 10 last year in his debut.
Well, it just shows you the talent in this series. And what's interesting is you've got a guy like Pursley who's a little older and is definitely not one of these developmental drivers, and you have a good mix of that in this series.
There's a 55 right there, Justin Funkhauser. Got a glimpse of him for a moment.
Another one of the Jack Sellers cars. Thomas Martin driving for Jack Sellers, and Sellers himself driving the 15.
The 88, Eric Schmidt, the 03 of Dylan Wisniewski.
We're seeing a little more single file racing here, Phil. You think maybe guys are saying, okay, we burned up enough tires running side by side. Maybe we'll cool things off for a little bit.
Getting down to it now. We're, you know, over 2/3 of the way into this race. Inside of 40 laps to go.
Sunk Wisniewski, the 15-year-old rookie who's still hanging tough. You know, Phil, everybody seems to be running kind of conservative, except for the 17 of David Mayhew. I think he really wants to get to the front.
Without a doubt here. Now, he knows that if he have a restart, if he gets up to second, then he would have to restart on the outside. But a lot of guys have been able to make that outside groove work here, David Mayhew being one of them.
See Sellers going up high as he gets lapped
Caution's
again.
out.
Caution flag has come out.
Michael Self, the 21 car,
my goodness,
is around.
Started outside on the front row. The youngster hoping for a great run here tonight has turned it around. Got some damage on that race car.
Let's see if we can take a look at what happened to Michael. So hard contact from Stan Silver Jr. right in the center of the corner as they were trying to get up off of turn number 4.
And now Michael Self's got a long way to go to get back to the front. Well, the story tonight has been Greg Pursley, who is driving hurt, but has led every lap of this race. We'll see what he can do on the restart when we come back to Roseville, California.